delighted to be with you. Going to spend some time talking to you about you and your business. As you know, we did some best of shows. That happens during the holidays, even with the best type of show, including the price of business. And I haven't talked to you since then, but I hope you had a great Christmas. And I hope you're looking forward to a fantastic new year. And I want to get you set up with that, with an innovative idea that's going to help you fast track your relationship development, which I think is so important. A mentor of mine, one of my favorite people, in fact, it's kind of like a second dad to me, used to tell me that the three most important words in business are relationship, relationship, and relationship. And in this era of distraction, it seems harder now to get relationship than at any time. Our guest today, Richard Dim, he's going to talk about that. And he's with an interesting company. He's been on the program before, and that company is called Gagein. And Richard, welcome to the program. How are you?
I'm doing great, Kevin. Thank you.
Real quickly, before we get started into my information, and later on, I understand you've got some news that you're going to kind of give us updated on. Kind of give us the elevator speech, if you will, for Gagein, and that's GAGEIN.com.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Yep, that's exactly right. And exciting times for Gagein. Over the past year, we've worked really hard on trying to, what we say is redefine what business-to-business prospecting is all about. We all know the world's changed, and we're developing tools that we think will really help salespeople in what is today an incredibly buyer-empowered world. And what Gagein is all about, what we try and do is we try and help salespeople sell as much as 5 times more by identifying high-value prospects for them, most importantly, pinpointing when and why they are most likely to buy. So what's the right time to talk to them, and what do you talk about? And also, new from us, we're now predictively scoring them based on sales potential. So we're finding prospects, telling you when to call on them, and then ranking those prospects so you know which ones to pay the most attention to.
So the last time I had you on the program, you talked about the fact that you make your clients aware of news pertaining to that company as that company produces news. Is that still pretty central to what you do?
Yeah, actually, that's the core of our business. It is all about news. Actually, we think of it. We use the term sales triggers, and so these, in a news sense, these are news events, or we find news events that represent selling opportunities. So a company has raised money, or a company has come out with a new product, or there's a business expansion going on. These are all events that are very meaningful to you as a salesperson if your particular product is related to those events.
Mm-hmm. So what would you tell me, what would you say, actually, here's what I had in mind as far as my next question is. The last time we had you on, the service was available at no cost, unless I think you said that if they use Salesforce, there was some integration cost involved. But I noticed that's changed. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So I suppose it's a good news, bad news, right?
Good news for you guys.
Hopefully. Right, when we last talked, we had a free product, free for individuals, and we were selling a product in the Salesforce world. Just in the past month and a half or so, we have switched to a paid model. Candidly, searching the internet, searching for these opportunity-creating events is expensive, and we reached the point where we just couldn't do it at no charge. So today, Gagein offers a product called Gagein Professional, which is for individuals, and we charge for that one. We also offer a web-based product for businesses that gives them all the benefits of the individual product, but also adds management capabilities. And we still have that Salesforce product.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So tell me a little bit about, first of all, when did that switch go on to becoming no longer free?
To be precise, the switch occurred on October 10th of this year.
Okay, very good. And how many people, by the way, does your company have?
Oh, we're a startup. I mean, we're a real startup. Here in California, we have 11 people in our office. However, supporting that, we have about 30 additional folks in China.
Oh, that's cool. And are you in the Silicon Valley?
We are.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. Kind of give me an overview of the kind of companies that are using your services. Are they in any particular verticals? Are they any particular size?
It's really interesting. Again, this concept of sales triggers and finding these events is very horizontal. It doesn't really matter if you're in the in the recruiting business or if you're in real estate or if you're in the legal field. Having said that, there are some natural verticals that have started to form, Perhaps not surprisingly, since we are in the Valley, high tech is one particular area where we're working with lots of companies. But having said that, hospitality, sort of fascinating. The hospitality industry has really begun adopting this concept of looking for these events.
Yeah, that's interesting. Why do you think hospitality in particular?
Well, so when you think about hospitality, they're looking to fill rooms, and it's very regionalized. And with a product like Gagein, a local hospitality manager, in a hotel and wherever, can follow local business, follow local companies, and can very quickly determine if there are events occurring that will generate a demand for conferences, for meetings, and such as that. And conversely, they can follow local companies and be on top of things that might occur that might take away from demand, so they can manage their room count much more effectively.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So 2014, good year for you guys?
I'm sorry, Kevin?
Was 2014 a good year for you?
It was a wonderful year. The company really grew. As you may remember, when we last talked, we had really just come into the market. We began promoting our individual product, which was free at the time, just a little over a year ago, and just began selling a product in January. That was our Salesforce product.
Yeah.
So it's not quite a year. Over the course of the year, not only have we begun modifying our model and honing our message, which really seems to relate to salespeople, but we also redesigned the product. So what we have today has a very different look. It's even easier to use.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love that. Final thoughts before I let you go?
No, it's been a great year. Let me just say that we're not just a news company. The concept behind Gagein is this one of sales triggers, and so this is filtered news. This is news that's customized to an individual salesperson that matches their product and their prospective customers. So much more than just what's happening out there, much more what's happening that's meaningful to you and your product.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's fantastic. Thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
All right. By the way, the website, Gagein, Gagein.com. Is that correct?
You bet.
All right. Thanks, Richard Dim. And we'll look forward to getting you back on the show, especially in the new year, to see how you're progressing. I love what you're doing. I think it makes a lot of sense.
Great.
More for you after this on The Price of Business.